When you go through hardship, often you come out more resilient, more ready to face a difficult situation in the future. But it turns out that sometimes what doesn't kill you makes you weaker. So what happens when you get sick?
Bro, you know what? I need to stop saying bro. I'm so aware of that now. And you know what's mad? When I was in jail, yeah, I was trying to better my vocabulary a lot, you know, but I feel like the environment just like, you see everything that I'm around and people that I'm around and my environment, yeah, it brings this terminology out of me. You know what I mean? I need to stop saying it though. I'm aware of it, but it's just so natural and it's just so flowing and it just flows so much. I don't even realize I'm saying it till I watch a video back. But anyway, yeah. You see me, I'm a person that I'm just susceptible to getting sick. I always get like the flu and virus. I don't know why. It's just my genetics. My mum's like it. Maybe one of her ancestors was like it. Like everybody, like I don't know what it is, yeah. But I've always got sick. Even when I was in jail, yeah, and I used to train too much, I would get sick. But people be like, you pussy bitch, like you get, like you're always sick, But they're all, but every literally once a month I'll come out like, not once a month, like once every 2-3 months I'll come out like, oh, I'm sick. And when I'm sick, I'm a baby. I break down. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I can't do anything. I'm sick, yeah. Even if it's just that's why I got so much respect for women, you know, because I've been with a girl once, yeah, and she had a kid, yeah, she had a baby, yeah, and no matter how sick that this girl was, no matter how sick she was, every morning she'd wake the kid up and get and dress them and get them to school and mother them and do all her duties and then go to work, and I'd just be like, I'll just sit there in fucking admiration. Like, how the fuck are you sick? Like, when you're sick, you're supposed to break down and curl into a ball and just forget every responsibility you have. How are you doing this? So I got nothing but respect for mothers what carry out their duties in that sense, you know, I swear. But I'm one of these people, yeah, that just get sick. But you see, lately, I've been getting sick. So I don't, what the hell is going on with the world? Like, why am I getting sick so much? Like, more than usual. And for me to get sick more than usual, fucking hell, it's like, oh, man, I can't take it anymore. So I had this sickness, yeah. You see, for like I had it for about, like, this is just like last month, yeah. I had it for about a month. Like, it never really went. I lost so much weight. Like, I'm super skinny. Lost so much weight. Wasting away. Like some fucking, like Bruce Will, that was like years ago, like Tom Hanks in Castaway. I'm just there like, and then I felt like it started to go, but it will come and go in waves. Yeah, it's probably happening to a lot of us. It's probably this COVID shit because it's just mutating at such a crazy level. Yeah, so I'm thinking, why the fuck hasn't it gone away? And then after like 3 weeks or maybe a bit longer, yeah, it went away, and I was like, yes, like I finally feel good, because every morning I was waking up, I was like, I can feel it, yeah. And then it went away for like a week or two, yeah. I started feeling okay, and I woke up this morning and it's back. What the hell is going on? So let's just watch a little video to try find out what the science is behind this, because there's always a science behind things. So this is gonna probably break down to us. Yeah, you see this thing is called, in a nutshell, Kawasaki, some German thing. It makes animations and simplifies things to such a level we can all understand, and it's entertaining, and it shows us what's going on. Yeah. But oh man, I can't keep going through these cycles of sickness.
The machinery of war. Think of yourself as a large country with a sizable army to defend it. You're surrounded by enemies that want to...
This is why I love the body, you know, and love biology and science. The machinery of war. Listen to the terminology. Your body's a machine of war. I have to give it up to the body. Sometimes we don't even realize. It's good we're in the 21st century now. We can registering what's going on with science, because we understand what our body's doing when we're ill and we're getting better. Bro, our body's fucking a great thing, you know. We don't champion it enough. We don't look after it as much as we should, because the temptations of eating a snack here or having a beer here, It's too much temptations and it's too much instant gratification for the moment. But really, if we knew like this machinery of war, what your immune system is, we should be have a lot more gratitude for it, you know.
Take your land, your energy, your resources. This is a matter of life and death, so your body evolved to be sensitive to damage and to the presence of enemies. Because this means that an invasion might happen at any moment and that it has to act fast.
An invasion, we're getting invaded a lot, that's all it is. These things are just coming back and mutating and invading us.
Let's start an invasion and see what happens. The moment your cells notice that something is off, they release an onslaught of signal proteins called cytokines. They're like air raid sirens that activate all sorts of immune cells that then themselves release many more cytokines, amplifying the alarm. Soon, you're flooded with signals that trigger precautions and countermeasures. Mobilization is underway. Your brain activates sickness behavior and reorganizes your body's priorities to defense. The first thing you notice is that your energy level drops and you get sleepy. You feel apathetic, often anxious or down, and you lose your appetite. Your sensitivity to pain is heightened and you seek out rest. All of this serves to save your energy and reroute it into your immune response.
The body's crazy, you know. Your body's got these mechanisms what just go into active drive when something's wrong. We're not even aware of it. You see the subconscious. This is why evolution's a mad thing, because all of this has evolved over millions of years to do these things. Hundreds of million years, billions of years if we believe we come from a single cell organism. All of these processes have gathered. This process is attached to this process. This process is attached to this process. They've combined. They've synergized. Now all these processes have become one. Another process. Another process. Now it's built this organ. It's built this. 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 Adapt. And we just got now. We just boom. What the last thing that comes is the conscious. Maybe. Mad.
You become a country under attack, switching into a war economy, because properly activating your immune system is intensely disruptive and draining. Just like war is expensive for a country as industry switches to building tanks, your immune system demands huge amounts of energy, amino acids, and microelements to build its weapons. Take fever. It speeds up your metabolism and makes your cells work harder and faster while creating heat that's pretty stressful for many invaders, but it uses up a lot of calories to maintain. Then your immune system begins to close.
Everything has a purpose. So when your body's getting hot, yeah, it's trying to destroy these things that are in you, but it's using up a lot of calories. Remember, calories are just energy from food. So everything has its purpose and cycle.
Millions of specialized immune cells to respond specifically to the enemy infecting you. B cells produce millions of antibodies every second, each requiring hundreds of amino acids.
There's a law, yeah, I think thermodynamics first law. Thermodynamics' first law is energy is neither created or destroyed, is only transferred. And that's what's happening here through us eating food, yeah, taking this energy, using this energy to fuel our immune system to fight these viruses and these bacteria and these parasites while just trying to break down our body, break down our elements constantly. It's a constant battle with the universe, with what's going on within it, with us and the elements, with us and other life forms, with us and other DNA. It's a crazy thing, you know.
To construct. Billions or even trillions of proteins need to be made to refresh the complement system, a minefield inside your blood. Cytokines, the mobilization and information signals, also need constant refreshing. Usually, you acquire your resources by eating, but when you're sick, your body slows down your digestion because it needs a lot of energy you can't spare. So it reaches for the easiest source of amino acids and starts breaking down. Your body slows down your digestion because it needs a lot of energy you can't spare.
So when you're ill, it slows down your digestion. Okay.
Usually, you acquire your resources by eating, but when you're sick, your body slows down your digestion because it needs a lot of energy you can't spare. So it reaches for the easiest source of amino acids and starts breaking down your muscles.
Oh, that's why we get so skinny then. That's why, like, I've lost so much weight. Oh, I feel like I look like a fucking scarecrow at this moment, you know.
All that muscle that you worked so hard for is sacrificed to keep you alive.
All that, you know how much we spend on macros and protein shakes and these kind of things in jail? Do you know how much we spend on that? We probably throughout the year tens of thousands of pounds. You're probably spending about £50 a week, you know. £50 a week. Let me work this out. £50 a week. I could probably do it, £50 a week. So 50 times 52 now. I'm not working that out, you know. Wait there. Calculator. Wait there. 50 times 52 equals 2,600 a year. There's people in jail what are spending £50 a week on supplements, on protein, trying to better themselves, their bodies. 2,600 a year, yeah? That's just on muscle growth and stuff, bro. This illness to come along and strip it like it was never there. I know you have muscle memory and stuff like that, but still, man.
If you're young and healthy and fit, you'll make up for that quickly once you're better. But if you're old or very young, weak, or suffer from chronic illness, this may be way too draining. Your body is literally consuming itself to keep the defense going. If your whole system is already strained, when you get sick, just keeping your immune responses going can overwhelm your capacities.
You know, I know that's true though, yeah. But you know what's mad about that? Yeah? You see when I was young, this is the naivety about being young. Yeah, I used to think, how the fuck can the flu kill somebody? And I used to think, yeah, how the old people. Why does the winter affect old people? How can the change of season kill somebody? But when you get older and the change of season comes in, you feel their fucking elements changing. You feel it on your body. You're like, oh my God, my chest is getting bad, or oh, I can feel this, or I can feel that. You see the young, there's a saying called the youth is wasted on the young, and it's so true, because when you're young, you haven't got a clue, but it's bliss. That's when you're at your most happiest, when you're at your most bliss. It's probably that saying from the Bible, you know, the Bible, and they're like, we got kicked out of the Garden of Eden because the apple represented, what was it, the truth or information or some shit like that. That's probably as we're getting older. I feel like the older we get, the more we learn, the less happy we become.
Your immune system is a jerk. Our enemies too. Your immune system is as dangerous to you as it is to...
Don't talk about our immune system like that, man.
Enemies. There's a very fragile balance between the damage caused by an infection and the collateral damage caused by immune cells. One of your first responders are neutrophils. Imagine crazy aggressive chimps with machine guns. If a neutrophil encounters enemies, it showers them with chemicals that cut them open, but can also damage civilian cells, especially if the patient is already compromised, for example, by...
kamikaze. Everything's gotta go. That's what these lot are on. Listen, I don't give a fuck who's out there. Everything's gotta go.
Smoking. On top of that, the microorganisms...
Sometimes you need them to come through though for the greater good. Just that's your operating system. Say, go down there, kill everything. Whatever survived, let us know. Bring it back. We'll send the other troops down there.
You often release chemicals and toxins that can cause significant damage and cell death. So a serious infection often causes many tiny wounds, literally holes in your organs. As you can imagine, it's not great to have holes and wounds in your organs, and your body rushes to close them. Your neutrophils and macrophages help by releasing chemicals that signal the body to start repairs, and most of the damage is quickly filled up with regrowing cells. But others are filled with collagen, a sort of fixal organic cement that gives your gooey tissue structural integrity. You've seen the result in your skin as scars. A scar is different from the original tissue. It has no functioning cells in it. It's like a sloppily applied cement patch. It can't do what the original tissue was doing. A scar on your heart makes it beat a tiny bit weaker. A scar on the lungs no longer captures oxygen. A scar on your liver makes it a worse filter. And so as you go through life and survive serious disease after serious disease, the functionality of your organs may decrease. The damage is usually small enough not to affect your quality of life, but can be permanent.
No way. So as you're going through life, all of these scars and all of these damages are happening through your body, but you don't really feel them. That's probably what ages us then, the breakdown of our DNA. That is what ages us, actually, the breakdown of our DNA.
Okay, this sounds depressing, but there is actually something you can do to avoid a lot of this damage and train your immune system.
What?
The best way to train your immune system. Your immune system is unique. Everyone has a slightly different immune system that's stronger against some enemies and weaker against others, which makes evolutionary sense, as this protects our species from being wiped out by a single infection. Collectively, the immune system of the human species is a spectrum. Most people respond well enough to an infection, a few are super responders, and a few don't respond well and die. Some people survive the Black Death, are more resistant to HIV or coronavirus, or even resistant against Ebola. Others are killed easily by the flu, or are highly vulnerable to certain bacterial infections. Where you are on this spectrum...
It's mad, the diversity amongst humans, you know. Even though we're all so close biologically, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I heard what's mad, yeah. Obviously, people in Europe are white and people in Africa are black, yeah. but people in the north of Africa have more in common biologically with people in Europe than they do with people in South Africa, because the distance between South Africa and North Africa is so much, yeah, that it's nothing compared to the distance between Europe and North Africa. So obviously when they branched out all the humans and stuff, they have more biologically in common because they're closer relatives. That's mad, isn't it?
Is impossible to predict, and you also respond differently to every possible infection. This is why seemingly very healthy young people died from COVID, while for some elderly people, it was more like a mild flu. The idea that you can weather all sorts of diseases if you never get a cold is wrong. You never know what your immune system is good at until it's tested.
My immune system's shit at colds and stuff like that, but it might be good at cancer and that. It might be like, don't worry about the cold, bro. Don't worry about that shit. We'll take that shit. Cancer and that, we got this shit boxed. Heart failure and all of that kind of shit. Don't worry, bro. We're standing strong on this shit. Don't worry. Let the little flu and that in. Hopefully it's like that anyway.
Getting sick is a gamble.
Yo, you gotta be grateful for your body, you know. Just a little grateful insight to my body there, man. I'm actually grateful, bro. Trust me. Grateful that I can walk, bro. Grateful that I can see and I can hear and that, you know. Because a lot of people ain't got these like everyday occurrences what we just take for granted. A lot of people ain't got them, you know. It's fucking sad out. It's mad, you know. It's just be good, like, just have moments of gratitude if we can, innit?
In life's casino with your health on the line. Always. But there is something you can do, hacking one of the best features of your immune system. When you survive a disease, usually you have better defenses against it afterwards. You gain memory cells that are very good at killing the specific enemy you fought that day. So you either don't get the disease again, or the next infection is much milder. And you can use an incredible achievement of human ingenuity that taps into this mechanism to prevent damage from disease and train your immune system. Vaccines. Vaccines basically pretend to be a disease and train your defenses to be ready if it ever shows up for real. The goal is to create the same memory cells that you would get after surviving an infection. But if you can feel some side effects...
No, that's mad. I know vaccines have got a bad rep and stuff like that, yeah. And I never took it. I never taken no COVID vaccine or nothing like that, yeah. But they've done a lot of good, you know. They've wiped out diseases what used to be around and used to kill millions of people. So there's a defense for them, you know. I know we're in the age of conspiracy and the age of super safety and the age of everything's okay. So as soon as anything little comes up, we attack it. But at a time, a lot of these viruses and a lot of these flus and a lot of these bacterial infections was coming across and wiping out whole generations, wiping out hundreds of thousands of people, and these vaccines saved us from them. So don't be so quick just to pop them down, because we don't know the realities of shit. It's mad. That's what I'm saying. You go back 100 years to the yellow, what's it called? The yellow flu or the yellow fever or something. That killed millions of people, you know. But because we was born after, it's like it never existed because we never experienced it.
Why should you still do it? Nature versus Vaccine Dojo. You have two options to train your immune system: Vaccine Dojo and Nature Dojo. In Vaccine Dojo, you train with paper weapons and learn to defend yourself. Sure, you might get a black eye or a bruise. Sometimes after a vaccine, you get sick for a few days, but that's generally it. No scars, no permanent damage. We discussed vaccine side effects in detail in another video if you want to learn more. On the other hand, getting a disease to become immune means going to a Nature Dojo. In Nature Dojo, you train with real weapons, sharp knives, and swords. Things might still work out, but with way more cuts and wounds. But from time to time, someone will die, be it a kid from measles or an adult from influenza. Nature Dojo is just way more risky. On top of that, the immunity you get from a vaccine is often better than the natural resistance because they're engineered to engage your immune system in a more productive way. Of course, vaccines are not magic, and sometimes they don't protect us as well as we'd like them to. Maybe because an enemy mutates too quickly, like the Omicron coronavirus, or because your specific immune system does not respond well to the vaccine and builds less of a defense. Still, being vaccinated is one of the best tools to train your natural defenses. In the end, if we look at the stunning progress humanity has made in the last century, eventually we may overcome disease for good. But until then, we can do our best to take care of ourselves and others. Your body and your older self will be grateful to you. Diseases are not the only problem humanity can address if we work together. We believe the same is true for climate change.
Yeah, let's work together, man. Keep your body fucking fit and as healthy as possible, people. Like, eat as healthy as you can. Exercise. Trust me, you'll be better off for it. You know what I mean? And it's a marathon out here, so you want to really be as healthy as you can for as long as you can. And then when you're 60, things ain't that bad. You ain't fucked and crooked and bent over. You know what I mean? No homo. But you're okay. You're walking down the street and you're proactive. I used to see my granddad in town getting about. Like, you need to be at late ages. You need to be proactive, man. So just try to keep this in mind.